Okay, this is EsperC's second tournament preview based on the repairing just 2 days before the tournament. It's now May 24th, 2025. We're going to see here some major changes. First, before getting into the actual tournament pairings, you might have already seen from Beck's spreadsheet, Corrupt also left Carnage, went to Ivory. That's a big change. Snowburn did empty out as projected. A lot of guilds in Stellarite right now. And yeah, not gonna lie, Stellarite does seem like a fun server. All right, let's get right into this. Okay, first big pair. Okay, well, I know this big news, but the first change here, Supple no longer has technically free round two. They will have a real opponent. Mihoyo and Blood Paradox are now here instead of, I think previously it was the Wave and Morality, which was effectively a non-match for Supple round two. Supple main should still be heavily favored here. In this new matchup, I do like Blood Paradox. I stand by Blood Paradox being the strongest guild in the Stellarite Castle Holding Alliance at the moment. Blood Paradox will have a very tough time, though. I still expect Supple main to win. Okay, second, Hikamori got moved into the Dragon side. Hikamori arguably had a bit of an easier round one in the original bracket against Villainous. But I'm very high on Again, I've said that, pardon my pen, that is a rebuilt llama with also retirees. I am high on here. I do expect to advance, and this match will not be as close as Hikamori versus Villainous. I think will decisively win here. I do still expect Little Dragon to beat but it will be close. Gwen China is also an unfortunate victim. Originally, I believe they were paired against a Dead Guild round one. Now they have a real opponent, a Wowis, one of the guilds in the Stellarite Castle Holding Alliance. I do like a Wowis here, although Gwen China still has a Cordy, from what I recall. It will not change the result of round two. I still expect the Corrupt to win against a Aurorus round two. Next, we have the Wave against Pandemonium. I do like Pandemonium here. Either one, unfortunately, I think it's going to be food for tier. It is what it is. I still don't know who Chernobog is. Someone please let me know. Deadfish is facing some volatility from exiting Snowburn. Think they should be able to rebuild that in time. Arguably, Deadfish is a bit overseeded here because this does not take into account the big fallout from the Snowburn Flex Velo, TC, Dragon, Super Alliance, and guilds emptying out of Snowburn. Whoever's on this side of the bracket low, it's going to be food for tier. Two tiers going to go. Okay, here, Tetraphy versus Blood Oath. Yeah, I still like Tetraphy here, but again, Exodus favorite. Exodus goes. Infamy no longer has the risk of facing in the round one, which I did like. For the possible upset against Infamy. Looks like Good Fight is taking Gravity's entry. I like Infamy here, but Gravity also has the benefit of not having to play round one in this change. Okay, moving down here, Fenrir versus Villainous. I like Fenrir here. This is Villainous arguably had an easier round one with or more fair to them round one versus Hikamori. I expect this one to be tougher for Villainous here. I like Fenrir here, but either way, Take Care is going to go. I don't. There's not really material change inside the bracket. Okay, next we're going to spend a little bit of time on this. This is one of the biggest changes. Velo was originally going to be in round one and then face Supple Bis round two. Wow, okay. I thought that Velo, my memory was off. Velo was actually projected to face Supple Bis in round two, and Supple Bis was at serious risk of getting knocked out by Velo in round two under the previous bracket. This is a huge change. I'm not going to accuse anyone of protecting anybody per se. I'm going to assume this was unintentional, but Supple Bis, huge beneficiary here. Under the previous bracket, they were at severe risk of getting knocked out by Velocity in round two. Now, Supple Bis has a clear path to round four. I expect Supple Bis to easily handle who comes out of whatever this matchup is. And then Supple Bis most likely will face Polarity. Polarity is basically going to buy. I think Out of Lucent still disbanded. I expect Supple Bis to be favored against Polarity and have a clear path to round four. This is a huge change from the first bracket where Wavilo was projected to beat Supple Bis in round two. Okay, now I'm going to move here. Expect Lords of the Dead versus Flex. There's nothing really changes here. CPQ Privateers will be close. I think CPQ pulls it out. My understanding was that Privateers did get a Cordy low. This changes things a lot for CPQ. I do think that Privateers has a much better chance of pulling the upset here now. Okay, and finally, besides Supple Abyss being protected from Velo now, Hallowing has a much harder round two. Originally, they were going to, I forgot who they were going to face round two, but I think it was going to be easy for them. Now they're going to face Velo. I mean, I think Hallowing should still be favored here, but compared to the first bracket, Hallowing is going to get a much more of a matchup. Velo, arguably, is the one that's tough luck here. Velo had a very winnable round two against Supple Bis against the old bracket. I still don't know why Velo is not seeded at top 10. This is still bizarre, even with the open knowledge that Velo is grossly underseeded. Velo went from possible path to round four, which under the old bracket beat Supple Abyss and beat Polarity. They get to round four to possibly getting knocked out very early in the tournament by Hallowing in round two. I don't think anything changes for Released here. Release was still projected to face Hallowing in round three, which would be a fun match. Okay, and that wraps this up. I think the biggest beneficiary here is Supple in general. Both Supple guilds have a clear path to round four. Under the old bracket, Supple Abyss in particular was at severe risk of getting knocked out round two. It is what it is. Still want to see. Thankfully, BlueSquadron preserved the possibility of the Hallowing TC South Region semifinals. That is still South Region Finals, overall tournament semifinals. That's still the matchup we want to see. All right, good luck everyone in the tournament.